All right, we are live. Hey, friends, what is going on? I wanted to pop on here and just do a quick little tutorial kind of training and talk about my story and social selling and what social selling is and why I believe it's the wave of the future right now. If you just take a look at everything online, through the last 2 3 years, businesses have had to really pivot to online marketing, to online door dashing, to grocery shopping. You can click, you can pick up your phone and order your food, order your groceries, order your date night dinner, and never even leave your house. And now we've got companies like Target, Nike, Converse that are adding affiliate marketing programs because they're starting to realize that the marketing dollars are better spent with influencers, with humans, with people that have a mouth that are willing to share their results based on a product or a service. So, social selling, in essence, is you partnering with a company or a brand and sharing results, stories, testimonials, and collecting a commission. Now, social selling, in my opinion, is the greatest platform for moms, for wives who are busy at home. We're running kids around, we're managing our lives, we don't have 8 hours from 9 to 5 anymore, but we do have pockets of time where we can create a valuable video or a valuable content or a post, share that post across platform A, B, or C, wherever you choose, and collect a commission from the company. There are several ways to do this. I got started in 2016 when I had no idea that I was an affiliate marketer. What I identified as was a real estate investor, and my first opportunity cost $20,000. And the way that I became successful, which is what I want to talk to you guys about today, is one thing. And it's the one thing that you need to master. And it's really all you need, because no matter what company you're partnered with, there are systems and processes in place that you're probably not leveraging or utilizing that will take the sale into the end zone. Your job is just to get a lead and have a conversation. And the only thing that you need is a story. So let me explain what that means. Your story is a before and an after. And I get so many people say, I'm not good at sales. First of all, if you're a mom or a wife or a dad or a husband, you are phenomenal at sales because you're talking that spouse into being married to you each and every single day. You're negotiating with children who are the greatest negotiators. Why? Because they don't take no for an answer. And that is all sales is. It's sharing ideas and stories and testimonials on platforms such as this and collecting a commission. So I had a story back in 2016. I was the person who paid $30,000 at a seminar. I was sold hook, line, and sinker. It was a 3-day real estate investing seminar. I dropped my credit card on Sunday. The company left the state of Arizona. I got a binder and a 1-800 number, and I called myself a real estate investor. And what happens is they gave me just enough information to get me in a ton of trouble. There was no local community, there was no systems or processes. And I got hurt. I got hurt very badly because I partnered with the wrong people. I mean, it's all my responsibility. This is not a boohoo story. It was the greatest thing. I lost 6 figures in 6 months, and it was the greatest thing because that experience created my story. And so I wasn't talking to people who had no interest in investing in real estate. I wasn't talking to people in, groups of gardening. I wasn't talking, like, I was only talking to people who said, I think I might want to be a real estate investor. And most of the people that I closed into the community were people that had already spent $30,000 or more on a seminar. And so my story resonated with them. I was someone who came out of it 6 figures burned, had to file bankruptcy, but still was able to create 6 figures because I had a story and I talked to the right person, the person who said, I want to be a real estate investor. So I have this streaming across multiple platforms because what I know is we are headed, some of us could say we're in a recession. Some of us could say we're headed towards a recession. What I know is it's going to get uglier. And a lot of people do not have a plan B. When I lost six figures, I did not have a plan B, but I had someone who showed up in my life and said, Jen, I can show you how to make $10,000 a month. And I was like, yeah, right. Did you just see what happened? And he said, you have a story and you're not afraid to share it. And as long as you have a story and you're telling that story to the right people, they will follow. And I will show you how. And he did. He showed me how, and I had my first sale, and I went on to create six figures and yada, yada, want. What I want you to know is the only reason I didn't make money quicker, right? My first 10,000 was in 6 months, was because of my belief system. The belief that how can I make 10 grand a month and have fun? How can I do? I'm having so much fun at these property tours and at these events and hanging out with other real estate investors and collaborating that it doesn't feel like work. And if I'm not working, how can I get paid? Because I grew up with the mindset, you got to work hard. And I have a work ethic that's ridiculous. In fact, sometimes my work ethic hurts me because I feel like I have to be working harder in my business, when in truth, with technology and with awesome videos like this and talking to the right person who is interested in an extra 500, I'm really not looking for anyone who wants $500 a month. I'm looking for people that want 5,000 to 10,000 a month, because that's who I was. They are self-starters. They are motivated. They are coachable. They will do everything I tell them to do. Not looking for anyone else who's broke and can't figure it out. What I want you to know is it's simple and it's easy. And it starts with your story. Now, your story is going to evolve as you evolve and as your business evolves. But I want you, if you're open to the idea that you might want to get on camera and do social selling, I want you to let go of the idea that I need to be good at sales. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. You already are. You already are good at sales. Here's the next thing I want you to let go of. And you're going to believe it. Like, oh, I can't sell anything I don't believe in. Well, no shit. No one can sell anything that they don't believe in. But I'm going to tell you something. Belief is a choice. Belief is deciding to put your eggs in that basket and go all in. So some people, my mentors make six figures a month. I do not. I choose to believe the advice that they give me because they've walked the path in front of me. That's a choice. I can say, oh, he said this, or oh, she said that, or oh, wah, wah, wah. Or I can choose to believe in the system that's been laid out for years and years and years. By the way, network marketing, AKA social retail now, put food on the table during the Depression. This is not a new business model. Okay. And we're not talking skeptics into believing what we do. That's ridiculous too. And that's where most people spend too much time. You're looking for the person who understands business. You're looking for the person who understands profits are better than wages. You're looking for the person who doesn't want to work 8 to 10 hours a day and commute and be away from their family. And they're willing to step into the unknown and learn something a little bit different. And let me just reiterate this part: borrow the results of others. You're going to borrow the results of others. What does that mean? When I got started with my current company, I sold my mentor. I sold Austin. I'm not number one in 3 separate companies. I haven't made $8 million. I don't have half of the shit he's been able to create in his 20-year career. I didn't do that. I've done some things, but what I do is I bring people in and then I show them someone who's better than me and say, follow him and do what he's doing and listen to him. And I get back in line as a follower, right? I choose to lead my personal audience, but I get in line as a follower into our business. I don't miss the training calls. I don't miss the training events. I help my team create success, whatever way that means for them. I'm not saying everyone needs to be making millions of dollars in the next 3 years. What I will let you know is when I made 6 figures, we did not have TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I could not take one video. I'm streaming on 7 platforms right now. One video, one piece of content. I'm streaming 7 places, And then someone's going to take that video and chop it and slice it and put me everywhere else. And what I want you to know is it's not difficult. You only have to tell your story. Now, your story, well, Jen, I didn't invest $20,000. Your story is going to be different. Here's how simple your story could be. Here's another example. I had a baby at 2014. I didn't want to work 50 hours a week anymore. I hated my commute. I was missing travel and adventure time with my friends and family. That was then. That was the before. The after. I found a mentor who was earning income online. I plugged into the system. I made 10,000 in my first 6 months. I made 20 in my second, or in my seventh. I made 30 in my ninth. That's a before and an after. Jen, I don't have those results. I know. If I were to get started today, here's what my story would look like. I'm a frustrated mom. I want more time with my husband on date night and adventure. I want to make a lot more money so I never have to look at our bank account. I don't want to be in any debt right now. Fast forward. I found a company. I found mentors who are helping me out. I found a system that's simple and duplicatable. I'm plugging in, I'm learning, right? The other thing is you're sharing results of other people. So let me give you an example of that. Right now we have an 8-week fit challenge happening, okay? I personally lost 2.5 pounds. Whoop-de-woo. It's not a big deal in the weight loss community, but I'm actually going into the muscle toning community, so I may not even lose any weight. I'm kind of learning what that looks like. But my mom lost 10 pounds. Her boyfriend lost 10 pounds. I shared a bunch of people in my stories who lost between 2 and 7 pounds. Our friends are doing it together. Our family's doing it together. It's a lot of fun. My mom and I meal prep together. We're going through it together. So again, it's results after week 1, but I'm not celebrating my results. 2.5 pounds, yeah, maybe, cool. But what about the person who lost 10 pounds? What about the person, my mom, right? A non-scale victory. She doesn't have to take Tums at night anymore. That's a big deal. When you celebrate the results, when you celebrate the success of other people on your wall, people want to know what you're doing and what you're up to. But too many people in this space have commission breath. I don't know if I can go because I can't afford it. Well, if you can't afford it, you're not making any money. If you're not making any money, you're not showing up and having any sales. If you're not showing up and having any sales, you're not doing the work. Whose fault is that? Social selling is it's so easy that I make it hard. I make it complicated. It's that easy. It's showing up. It's talking about a result of a program. It took me 6 months to get to a residual income. I can't do any income claims, but it's $7,200, $7,400 a month. Putting in the work and teaching other people what's duplicatable. And I'm a firm believer that social selling is duplicatable because take a look. Millions of people are online burnt out. They're checked out. They're frustrated. They're stressed out. They're using online to escape. And then you show up and say, hey, you want to make an extra $2,000 a month by doing fun videos? You're going to resonate with the one person that's looking for that. And then you help that one person get results in a duplicatable system. It's really, really simple. And it's really about mastering your story. When you master your story, you will show up. I can show you examples of women I follow on Facebook Reels and TikTok. Their message is the same. Their message is the same. You don't even have to get on camera anymore. You can, you should. People want to see you. That's how you gain like, know, and trust. But you don't have to. You have to show up, share a story, share a result, and tell them how. Educate them on what it is. And that is social selling. So is it for everybody? No. But is it for some people who are willing to put themselves out there, who are willing to share results of a product or a brand? Again, Nike's doing it, Converse is doing it, Target's doing it. It's kind of a no-brainer. And people, you don't have to be polished and sexy. I'm sitting in my kitchen. I do have a ring light. My husband bought me a ring light. You don't have to have any techie experience. You don't have to have an audience at all because you generate that as you share. You want the right people to follow you. You don't want to go viral with a bunch of broke people saying, I wish I could do it. I wish I could. I'm so broke. I can't even pay attention. Like, those aren't your people. But you could go viral because you attracted those people. I've done it, so I know it's out there, right? You want to talk to the person that you're interested in working with. If this were a Harbor Freight Tools and I was hiring for my store, people have to apply to work with me. You can't just walk in and say, hey, I want to run the cash register. Okay, if you have a shitty attitude, you're out the store. That's how I ran my store, right? So this is no different. If you want to work with me directly, if you want to work with our team, if you want to take advantage of the systems that we're putting into place, then you have to apply to work with us, because we want to work with people who are open and coachable and positive and fun. But you also have to be a self-starter, because if I got to call you every week and say, hey, you don't have any results in your business, what's going on? You're not a business owner, and I'm looking for business owners to take this to the next level. So that is social selling. It is absolutely incredible. You can apply to work. There's a link directly. I'll go answer any questions. If you have any questions at all, drop them below. Otherwise, hope you guys have a phenomenal day. Thank you.